Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it's 4 weeks post-op, and this video is just a little bit about how I'm currently feeling, what I've been up to, my weight loss. So 4 weeks, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not just a magic wand and you're thin, which I don't think a lot of people actually talk about the after process. It's very true what they say, and it's very much mind over matter. I haven't felt hungry at all. So I done the liquid stage for, they say at Army you should do the liquids for 3 weeks. So 3 weeks from when you get home. But me and Nadia decided to follow the NHS guidelines, and that basically says do 2 weeks of liquids and then go on to puree stage, and then from week 4 to 6 you do your soft food. So me and Nadia are kind of in the middle at the minute of like puree introducing the softer foods. So the liquid stage, I'm not gonna lie, I found that horrendous. Like I told you before previously, I hate shakes and I really struggled. So I kind of tried to concentrate on just getting my liquids in. So I was drinking plenty of water, sugar-free squash. I did buy some protein water from Holland and Barrett. That wasn't for me. I thought it really tasted funny, and it was like not bitty, but just an unusual texture and taste. I didn't like it. I drank half of one and I thought, you know what, this is just foul. So we were having a lot of cuppa soups, sugar-free jelly I could have, because that literally was like mush and just so easy to swallow. And then I couldn't wait to start the puree stage. I thought, oh, I cannot wait to go onto some puree. I just wanted a mash. So my first night I went on to puree, I had a cottage pie. And when I mean I was so shocked at my portion size. Like I literally had a small cottage pie and I took probably 6 tablespoons out of that, and I put it with some gravy so it was nice and mushy, like puree basically. And I think I had 4 mouthfuls, and the only way I can explain it is it starts to feel funny here. It feels like you have to keep swallowing to try and keep it down, and that's when I know then enough's enough. So I had that. I've had mash and tuna, which I really enjoyed in a jacket potato. That was beautiful. But I had half a potato and I managed half of that potato. I went away with Finley and Michael from last week, Monday to Thursday. And all the girls that I went to met was like, I can't believe you're going away, you're so brave. What are you gonna eat? And to be honest with you, I was panicking about that. So during the day, Michael would go out, bless him, and he would buy me the protein yogurts, and they're about this big, and you just put them in your mouth and suck it. They were 20 grams, I think, of protein. I would manage probably half of that, so I'd have that of a morning. I wouldn't really eat of a dinner time because we were at the fair or we were at the beach. I just made sure that I always had squash with me to keep drinking. Then the first night Michael and Finley wanted fish and chips by the sea, as you do. And I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I literally had about a size like that of fish, and I just tore it apart. And then I had a pot of baked beans and I took a tablespoon out and I really mushed it. Now, I ate it, I wouldn't say I enjoyed it, and I wouldn't say that it filled me, but I was panicking because I was thinking, I don't know how my body's going to react to this, and if I need to run to the toilet, I'm in a restaurant. I was panicking. I'm going to be honest, I was panicking. I was fine with it. I took my time. Finley and Michael had fish and chips and curry sauce, and by the time they'd ate all of theirs, I was literally just finishing mine. Then on the second day, we went for a pub lunch, and that was where I had the jacket potato. I explained to the girl, I said I have had surgery, so could I have a smaller portion, which she still brought me out a whole jacket potato, but she said to me, look, just eat what you can. And that was when I managed to eat like the half a jacket potato, but just a quarter of that. And I loved the cucumber. I really mushed it in my mouth, so it was like a puree. But I thoroughly enjoyed that. And then on the Wednesday, we'd been up to Brean Down, and when I mean it's a climb, I thought I was going to die. I was like, I can't be doing this. Well, I did manage it. I stopped quite a couple of times, and I got to the top, and then I didn't realise that it was another like mile and a half. And I went to Michael, would you mind if I just sit at the top and you go? And he was like, babe, I told you not to come up anyway. He was like, you know, you need to relax. So they done that. And then we come back down together, and we went to a helicopter museum, and I just drank my water walking round. I felt fine. My legs were like jelly, to be honest with you, but that was just because I've not done that much exercise in about 5 weeks, so my body was like, wow, what's all this? And then Michael said, I really don't fancy going out tonight, shall we order in? So we was looking at Nando's, because I thought I could have the sweet potato and a bit of chicken and just really mush it in. Well, Nando's wasn't open over there. So in the end, Michael had an Indian, and I'm on a group with the girls on WhatsApp, and I must have drove them mad. I was like, what can I have? What can I do? Nadia said to me, why don't you have instant mash and a cup of soup mixed in? Which I just laughed at. I found that hilarious, and the girls on the WhatsApp group was like, are you for real? Like, what meal is that? So bless the girls, they suggested I had a really low mild curry and some Bombay potatoes. So I said to Michael, look, there's no point me ordering. Can I just take a bit off your plate? And he was like, of course you can. So I took 2 chicken chunks and 2 Bombay potatoes. I mushed it for the life of me, and I probably managed 5 mouthfuls, and I was like, I can't eat anymore. Michael looked at me and was like, babe, how can you be full from that? Like, this isn't normal. Like, normally that wouldn't touch the side and you'd be saying, give me the naan bread, give me the papadums. It's a mad feeling, it really is. And to be honest, touch wood, everything that I have tried so far, I've been fine with. I haven't had no dumping. I haven't felt physically sick. I've had that little bit of where it's like come up and I've had to keep like swallowing it, but I think that's just my fullness sign for them. Like, that's my body saying to me, right, you've had enough now, stop. I am struggling with my water intake, I'm not gonna lie. They say that you should be drinking between 1.5 litres and 2 litres. I'm probably just under 1 litre. Because I'm getting like, not a sicky feeling, but a funny feeling when I'm drinking. And I think because I want to just down it, and you can't, you're just sipping it, you kind of forget then to drink. But my mouth is like so dry, like the vial dry. So I have been really trying to keep drinking this week, and I am doing better. I've found that I prefer sugar-free squash to water at the minute. Water seems to make me feel a little bit sick, so I've gone with the sugar-free squash. I've moved off crushing my tablets now, and I'm just taking them as normal, which I'm so happy about. I am over the moon because I was struggling with that, and I posted it on the RMET group to see what everybody else was doing, and a lot of people were saying like since they've got home straight away they started taking them normal, and I kind of thought, well, I am 3 weeks out, so I should be okay. and I've been perfectly fine. So I've been having my stomach protector and my Bolton tablets of a morning, and then of an evening I've gone on to my chewable multivitamin, and I'm taking my B12 tablet as well. I've been fine with it. Previously, I don't know if you can remember, I said that I've been having a little bit of problems with my right incision scar. That's still the case, if I'm being truthful. I went to the chemist today and I seen the pharmacist, and I think I'd had an allergic reaction to the plasters that Michael had got me the other day from Boots. I had these ones, let me just quickly show you them. So I had these, and the pharmacist, no, it wasn't the pharmacist, but the lady recommended them, and it says for treatments of weeping cups and grazes, reduces scarring. So I put that on last night, and my scar looked fantastic. It looked the best it had the whole time. Sorry. And then I got in the shower, it's waterproof, and Mark said just check it, just see how it's getting on. Oh my goodness, it was literally, I removed the plaster and it just weeped all down my belly, and I shouted Michael, and he was like, look, don't worry, you're fine, because I do panic quite a little bit, like I've told you before. And we cleaned it up with some salt water, and it's just gone a little bit red and a little bit aggressive again, which I was really a bit pissed off about, to be honest, because I thought, you know what, before I'd stuck one of them on, it was doing really well. So just for my own peace of mind, I went to the chemist and asked to speak to the pharmacy. She was fantastic. I showed her my my scar, and she said, look, I can see it's weeping. She said, but if there's no smell, which is gross, but once I've took the plaster off, I have sniffed it, just because they say if it smells there's an infection there, and it wasn't green, it's just watery. I don't know, it's weird. I will post a photo of it so you can see the difference. And she said to me, look, she said, I'm going to give you some, don't know if this is the right word, iodine, I think it is, some iodine to pack it with, and then a big waterproof bandage. She said, keep changing it every day. She said, if you don't see a difference within the next 5 days, you will have to go back to your nurse. She said it might be that you just need some steri strips on, which I'm not too worried about now, because I know that it was doing really well. It's obviously, I've had a reaction to that plaster and it's done me no favours. So yeah, so I'll show you my other ones, which are fantastic. So that was one of my other big ones. Then I've got this one here, which is nothing now, and I've got these two here, and then as you can see, that one's obviously covered. Now that little mark is just the, I think it's called iodine, I don't really know. That's just the iodine, because it's bright orange, like a mesh. That's just that coming through. I will post the photo of how it looked the day before to this morning, which is a massive difference, which obviously I was annoyed about, but hey ho. So yeah, apart from that, guys, I'm doing really well. People are starting to say to me, gosh, Harriet, you've lost some weight. I can't personally see it myself, even though, excuse me, even though I picked up a cardigan today and it was a size 16 and it did fit, and I was like, oh, okay. Whereas I was like an 18 to 20, more the 20 end. So I think that was a little bit of a, oh, but then I'm just thinking, is the cardigan big? Has it come up bigger? I don't know. But I did post some photos on Facebook, and I had quite a lot of my friends say, gosh, Harry, you can really see your weight loss in your face. My partner said to me, your frame is shrinking. I don't think I will personally notice my weight loss until probably around the 3 stone mark. So I weighed 2 weeks of my post-op, and I was down 1 stone and 7.5 pounds, which is amazing. I haven't weighed yet, purely because I have come on my period and I don't normally have them. I'm a bit funny with where I am, and I've got the implant, so it messes my periods up a little bit. But my goodness, I'm on my period, so I thought I'm not going to weigh at the moment, because if it says I've gained, I'll be a little bit upset. So I've said I'm going to weigh at the end of the month, and to be honest, I think that's a good way of looking at it, because I don't want it that I'm going to start getting obsessive, because I literally would get on those scales in the morning and then of an evening just to see what the difference is. So I thought I'm going to try and do 2 weeks and 2 weeks, so we'll see how we get on. So when I do my weigh-in, obviously well, no, it's not, it's in a week's time now, isn't it? I will come on, I will do another video. I have been meaning to do a whole review on Armet, which I haven't got round to yet, which I will do this week at some point. As you can imagine, like, it's just been quite hectic with going to see family, and we've been away, and then today we've been doing the school uniform, and I kind of want to enjoy these last 2 weeks with Finley and Michael before we all go back to work and, you know, back to routine again. So it's been a little bit hectic here and there. Tonight for my tea, I'm having a beef hot pot. I can't wait, I'm so excited. And it's not because I'm hungry, because I'm not hungry, it's just food. But it's true what they say, it is very much mind over matter. Like, I sat and I watched Michael and Finley the other day eating McDonald's, and I thought, oh, the smell, I thought I could eat that. But I'm not hungry. So the lady that I spoke to prior to me going to Armet, the one that convinced me that it would be the best thing to do, she said to me, it's very much mind over matter. That is 110% the case. Like, it's not a magic pill. You don't just wake up and you're like, right, I'm getting on with it, I'm doing it. It's a struggle. Every day is a struggle, just because it's all in here. Obviously when you see the numbers drop on the scales, like, I've gone from 18 stone 2 and I last weighed in at 16 stone 9. I can't remember the last time I was 16 stone. I think once I get into the 15 stone bracket, that will be a big thing for me, because I can remember the last time I was 15 stone and I can remember how I looked and how I felt, and I can't wait for that moment. So that's all I've got to tell you. I hope it's given people a little bit more of an in-depth look of what's going to be after. I am coming, well, I'm not coming towards the end of them, but I have got to phone the doctors to book in for my monthly blood results, because we have to have them 1 month, 3 months, 6 months and a year. So I am now due my first lots of injections, well, blood tests should I say, to see how I'm getting on. So I'm going to phone them on Monday, and I'm coming towards the end of my stomach protectors, and they advise you to have them for about the first 3 months. So I need to ask about those as well. So that's all I've got to say to you guys. I will be in touch once I have weighed. Maybe I'll have had my blood tests by then, so I can give you a bit of information on that. And yeah, I'm doing really well. Obviously it's not been the easiest of rides, but it's a journey I wanted to take and I knew I had to take. So yeah, I am feeling really, really positive for my future, and I just can't wait to see the numbers keep dropping on those scales. So guys, I'll be in touch with you in the next couple of weeks. Take care and see you all soon.